Good morning. It's December I don't know why she's doing a U-turn right there. December the 19th, and it's quite cold. Minus 24. Obviously, she went down the wrong crescent. Minus 24 Celsius. The wind chill is considerably higher than that. Minus 11 Fahrenheit. Wind chill was minus 27 or something Fahrenheit. But it's Monday, so that means a walk along the creek. As usual. There's a little bit of more snow. I'm going to have to scrape the sidewalk again when I get back, it looks like. I'll probably take a little different route along the dike today, since I walked along the dike yesterday when I went over to the community garden, which was not very gardeny. So I think I'll go up to the dike over probably a little further along and walk up this side of the dike. Maybe come back the other way or something like that. Something like that. I probably sound muffled. I've got my face covered, as one does in these conditions. Plan to do some writing work today. My daughter comes back from university this afternoon, so that'll be exciting for us. Alice will be back for 3 weeks. I'm sure the cat will be excited too. And I'm trying to ease away from the publishing tasks and focus on writing tasks here. I've got to somehow rebalance things. Oh, a little slippery there. More than a little slippery, actually very slippery. I need to rebalance my writing and publishing. I have to put more into the writing and somehow better balance my publishing efforts. I just have to. So my goal this week is to kind of put publishing stuff aside. Not entirely, but much more than I have. And focus on writing tasks. One of which is to get some proposals off to DAW, including the proposed sequel to The Tangled Stars, which is my latest one from DAW Books. That's the one with the talking, wisecracking cat. AI uplifted cat. Tibble. I really like the book. Apparently other people do too. But I don't know whether the sales will be enough for them to want to take on the sequel. But I won't know till I propose it, so I will be proposing it. And I have some others. My editor there, Sheila Gilbert, said I should send her whatever other ideas I have as well. And I do have several, so I will send about probably half a dozen possibilities. And hopefully I will be moving on with something else soon on the DAW front. Things have been in a bit of upheaval at DAW because they were sold to Astra Publishing. They're now the science fiction imprint of Astra Publishing House. And then I've been thinking and doing some work on, but have to really knuckle down on doing some writing on this nonfiction book. I have to be able to tell the people who gave me grant money that I'm actually working on it. I am working on it. Not as far along as I'd hoped I'd be because of the pressures of doing so many other things. Such is the freelance life. Hello. Nice to walk with you too, although unfortunately I can't quite read your name. Stefan, I think. Had to look at a dark background up against a tree. I'm going to go down here and get on the dike, which is a little different path than I normally follow. I'm always careful on this alley up here. This is where I fell last year once, although it was well over a year now. I think it was on November 11th of 2021. And I think it was this alley right here where I fell because a dog was barking at me, and I looked and slipped on the ice, and down I went. I remember it well. Ah, yes. I remember it well. Keep my fingers curled up in the glove that's not carrying the gimbal. Keep them warm so I can switch off when the fingers in the glove carrying the gimbal get chilly, which they do. So there's the main footbridge, but I'm not taking it today. I'm going to go down here and go up these stairs at the end of this street to get onto the dike. I like this house. I've been in it a few years ago now. It may have been redone inside. It was on the Davin School home tour one year, back when my wife was quite involved with that, because our daughter was at Davin School. It's a program where you visit people's houses and to see them. This new house on the corner down here, when I first lived in this neighborhood, the oldest house in the neighborhood was down here. Basically an old farmhouse. It got torn down and this new one built a little while ago. This is the bowl where they like to go tobogganing. Kids like to go tobogganing. Maybe adults too, but it's been a long time since I've been tobogganing. See a text from my daughter saying she's in the security line or through security. I don't know what she meant by that. In security at Pearson Airport in Toronto. So all moving ahead. She heads home today for Christmas. All right. I'll go up the steps here. There's the creek, as promised. Very, very frozen, as is everything else. Not me. If anything, I'm too warm at the moment. I'm not going to get much cooler. Well, for some reason, I got a spot of skin not being covered by my glove here, which is annoying. Maybe that's a little better, but I'm not sure why. That's not... I don't normally feel that on that side. Maybe that's a bit better. Kind of a gray day. Don't know if the sun's going to come out today or not. It's a big house. That one. Lots of windows. taking advantage of their view, I guess. Oh, here comes somebody else. I am not alone, despite the temperature. He doesn't even have a dog. Usually it's dogs that make people get out in this temperature. Not that I have one. I have a gimbal, though. I take YouTube viewers for a walk. Less trouble than dogs. Morning. For some reason my horizon seems a little out of kilter, but I don't seem to do much about that. The gimbal does what it thinks is best, and sometimes I don't understand why it does what it does. Stone Street Bridge coming into sight. It's interesting this week, we're going to have a number of days this kind of temperature or colder, but the nighttime temperatures aren't particularly changing much. It's just kind of a constant like this, or a little colder. So we're not seeing like minus 40 nighttime temperatures, which you sometimes do when it's this cold during the day. Nighttime temperatures are basically the same as the daytime temperatures, about minus 27, minus 28. Then it warms up just after Christmas. Still below freezing, but not this far below. It's a good walking town. Not that I've walked in all of it. There are parts I wouldn't want to walk in. I've walked in a few less pretty parts from time to time. But this is my neighborhood, so I walk along the creek and around the lake on a regular basis. Now, I'd like to get over there, but I guess I'll go this way. It'd be nice to jaywalk, but I won't. Because of the pile of snow, there's a sidewalk right up here, but I don't know if there's a way through without going all the way to the end, so. Right over here, there's a path. Well, maybe it's kind of, maybe I can do it. Yeah, I can do it. Nobody coming. This is the Neil Balkwell Civic Arts Center over here to my right. That's why there's these public art installations here, like this metal cutout. When you line it up just right, lines up with the cutout piece right there. And there's this flower thing over here. There's an art gallery in here. Art Gallery of Regina is in here. And a lot of rooms for doing art. You can take art classes here, painting and drawing, furniture making, all kinds of stuff. They used to have a photographic darkroom. I don't know if that's still active or not, since digital has pretty much erased film for most people, unless you're doing it for some specific artistic reason. main entrance. There's some artwork. That's a seniors activity center over there. See the giant beaver over there? That was a centennial project, so it goes back to 1967. It's a little the worse for wear, but still recognizably a beaver. Well, more or less. If you can see the tail, it's recognizably a beaver. Playground here, not seeing a lot of action. Soccer field there, or football, as most of the world would call it. It has a different meaning here. Football. The football field is Mosaic Stadium, among others. The Saskatchewan Roughriders play, and where the Canadian Football League Championship was this year. Grey Cup, which we were at. It seemed cold. It was a lot warmer than this. You get acclimated. Now, if it warms up to freezing, we'll think it's a heat wave for the next 3 months. Avenue up here where the stop sign is. We'll turn left. Actually, I'll probably cross the street because it's not very well cleared on this side sidewalk. On the other side, you have at least a possibility of it being cleared, depending on the homeowner. There's a bylaw that requires you to clear your sidewalks, but I don't know how much it's being enforced, and you certainly still find some that aren't cleared. What's going on there? Unloading something, I guess. There's a box leaning up against the car. This is a four-way stop, so it's also a pretty good place to cross the street. Not that you can necessarily trust cars to stop either, or come to a complete stop anyway. It's safe enough. It's easier to walk down this side than that side this time of year. I'm actually quite warm, a little too warm. My head, anyway. My feet are kind of chilly. The rest of me is comfortable. Cool, but comfortable. Yes, I am wearing long underwear. Thank you for asking. You wouldn't want to be the proverbial brass monkey. Hello, trying to see the name. Russell, hi Russell. Welcome aboard. Please keep your hands and feet inside the live stream at all times until we come to a complete and final halt at our destination. Bangladesh. Nice. Welcome aboard. Colder here than there, I'll bet. And thanks for subscribing. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, oof! Again, it's when I'm not paying attention that they get caught by surprise by the sudden step down. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I could make, whole dollars worth of income. I know some of my videos are starting to get ads on them. I don't know what level of subscriber activity triggered that, but I don't get any money from that yet. I have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I guess I'll probably get to eventually. It's been a year and a half and I'm at 640 something. So I started at 40, so that's 600 in a year and a half. I might get to 1,000, and certainly by next winter I could be there. I keep going. I expect I will. Sherman Park is what we are paralleling here. I was walking down here once and somebody was live streaming in one of these houses and offered to have me in for a cup of coffee, but I said I had to keep moving. Garbage day. It's a garbage truck. Let's see what you said. Yeah, I could, but I don't want to spend the time. It takes a lot of time to do videos, and it's not really worth the effort. Maybe it would be, but I got so much on my plate that doing extra videos on the off chance I could boost my subscriber count. Probably not going to happen. Although I do have more time at the moment since Facebook currently has me locked out while they verify my name. Still waiting on that. Sent them my driver's license. It very clearly says I'm Edward Willett. Official government document with my photo. I'm still waiting for them to look at it, I guess. Or maybe some AI looked at it and couldn't figure it out, so it had to be passed to some living person, which could put it weeks before I get back on, apparently. Very annoying, because of course I have all kinds of pages I run for publicity reasons for Shadowpaw Press and for my own writing, which I cannot currently do anything with. I know people can still see me on Facebook, because annoyingly, when I try to log in, I see my picture, and it has a little tag on it that shows how many interactions there have been. It's like 40 some, so people are still reacting to stuff that's there, but I can't see it or respond to it in any way. This is a Saskatchewan Express over here. They just did or doing, I think they just did it. They were doing a Christmassy production. Oh, there we go. My daughter says she is through security, so at Toronto International Airport. I always have to stop to see who's that from. I can't quite read the name. science fiction comics. I don't read comics. Never have. Once or twice when I was a kid, but it never grabbed me. I was always more interested in novels. Wouldn't mind writing them. I'll write anything, especially if you pay me. Anything at all, pretty much, within perhaps certain legal restrictions. But yeah, if you need any writing done, contact me at edwardwillett.com, or however you're allowed to contact me through the YouTube channel. There should be something of a path here. It's a rut, but I'll take it. Go down by the creek here now. As we turn the corner, now we're headed home from here on. This is the Pasqua Street Bridge, which I sometimes go under, but I'm not today. Baseball diamond over here, which is not going to see a lot of action for a while. Right along here, here we go. Shall we go on the ice? Let's go on the ice. Carefully. All right, now we're standing on the creek. So there's the bridge again. If you look the other way, you can't see the next bridge, which I'll be crossing when I get there. I could walk along the creek, but it's pretty heavy going, so I'm going to go back to the path. Or I could cross the creek here, but there's not really a path over there either. It might be beaten down enough, but it might not, so I'll stick to this path. But anyway, standing on the ice. This is also the spot right along here. There might be another spot. There's a couple of spots here you can get into the water. I think this is the lowest spot. This always floods in the spring. People have gone out there too on the ice, it looks like, a little bit. At least dogs have. This path is not particularly cleared, I see. Also, my screen has gone dim, so if you comment, I may not be able to see it at all. Yeah, it's gone really dim, and I don't know why. Not sure I can spruce it up either. I don't want to disconnect. Still got 47%, so there, I spruced it up. Well, you can live anywhere in the city. It's not that big. So students live. Well, the question there was housing for full-time students. If you're living in an apartment, you get one anywhere in the city, and it's still only, at worst, depending, I guess if you're taking the bus, it could take a little longer, but probably no more than half an hour to get to the university. And as for the university itself, I have walked there several times, so if you go look at my past videos, you'll see a number of them on the university campus. And many of the towers I walk around there are dorms. I'll be over there again sometime, but I don't know whether it'll be sooner or later. They really haven't cleared this path recently. It's even hard to see it. Remember where it is. Slight ridge shows where they cleared it some time ago. Just in the more beaten down part, that's easier walking. It didn't stay bright, it dimmed again. It must be on an automatic. That's probably why it dimmed. I went out and pointed at it, all that white. I guess I have it on automatically adjusting, which is good from a battery point of view. My battery died yesterday before I got home. The cold really saps it. So I have to make sure it's fully charged before I go out, I guess. Or else get an exterior battery pack, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing, but I don't have one. Could get one, maybe I will. A little extra juice never hurts on your phone. I know you said something else, but I can't see it again. Aren't they available? Maybe that was Facebook. Yes, I should turn that on. I thought they were on. Maybe not. I'll turn that on if I can going forward. Can't do it right now. Can't even see the screen, so I'm going to brighten it up again because I can't see a thing. If it would stay like that, it would be fine. But it keeps going dim because of all the snow. So, oh, it's so bright. It's not really bright. At least I think that's what's happening. It hasn't gotten to low power mode yet. So. It's just kind of a path that winds for aesthetic reasons, not for any practical reason. You can walk straight along the creek and